Hey, what's good, everybody? Super James here from vinylbysuperjames.com, and today I'm going to show you how to apply your transparent vape wrap onto your device. And like I said on my website, it shows best on stainless steel as opposed to brass, because you do get a little slight color difference, and I'll show you that in the video here. This method can also be used for your clear wraps. I do the same method, same thing. So here we go. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your device is clean from all debris. So I use a microfiber cloth, clean it up, make sure it's nice and clean and good to go. You might want to get it polished or treated however you want it to look before, because this is also a protective layer that's going to protect it from scratches and all that other stuff. So what you want to do, what I do, is I screw the tubing onto the device itself first. That way you can get the lineup on the back perfectly. As you can see here, there is a little bit of overlap that goes onto the back. Why that is because if I were to make it perfect, to make it like seamless on the back, if you apply it and if it's off in any direction, the line won't be perfect, and it'll create a gap and it'll expose some of the metal. So you definitely want to get it covered. That's why it's overlapped, and it doesn't really look that bad anyway. So screw on your tubing to your device and make sure that you start from the back. So basically the opposite side of the engraving. If you have engraving on both the front and the back, kind of like a Chi U, I kind of start off to the side a little bit of it. Just make sure that all the overlapping is perfect with one another, and you do that by screwing it on. So you want to start off on the side and you work your way around. And when I say work your way around, you basically want to start from the middle and push out. When you start from the middle and push out, you get rid of all the bubbles, like I do in my other wraps and all my other videos. Start from the middle and push out. And if you don't get it perfectly all the way around, if it's off just a little, you can peel it back and you can start all over again and re-guide it all the way through. But again, making sure you push in the middle and work your way out. Okay? And if it is off a little bit, what you want to do is you want to get something like a blade or an X-Acto knife and just kind of trim the edges, like so. Just kind of push around and trim the edges so that you get all the excess stuff off, and on the top as well. Once you get it on there, much like tint on a vehicle, you want to use a heat gun, and use a heat gun to get at that seam right there, and it basically makes that adhesive adhere to the overlapping piece. Because when you put this onto another piece of vinyl, it's not going to stick as well as it is going to stick on a metal. So you want to get that overlapping piece laid down properly, and you do that with a little bit of heat with the heat gun. A high-powered hair dryer will work. However, most people don't have those really good ones, but this even works even better, I think. But you just have to be a little more careful. Use a lighter. Do not leave it over the vinyl because it will melt it. You just want to pass it through just for a couple seconds, just like that. Just pass it through and lay it down. And you definitely want to go little by little. You don't want to overdo it. Just get it on there so it's on there good. And if it starts to lift up after a day or whatever, just keep using it again until you get it down perfectly, and it'll stay down. That's the best way to get it on. I've done it to all my devices. Sometimes I don't even break out my heat gun. I just use the lighter instead. And let me show you what it looks like when you put this transparent wrap onto color device. As you can see here, they look best on a stainless steel device. Okay, but when you put it onto a color device like brass or copper, it looks a little different. The red is not perfect on there. It doesn't look like a true red or whatever. It is a little bit off in color. I'm not sure if you can see you can see it right there. It is a little darker. It does make it look a little off, but overall it is still red. You could also put onto any other color devices to cover up. Say if you got a teal tube, just like this Nemi right here, and you want to cover it up, make it red. Well, look at that. You can make it red now. Just make sure you get all the bubbles out, and again, work the backing. And just like I said at the beginning of the video, this also works for the clear wraps. So this is also a tutorial on a how-to for your clear wraps. Definitely want to start on the side after screwing it on, making sure that the seam is perfect on the back. If you have any questions, go ahead and shoot me an email, vinylbysuperjames@gmail.com or vinylbysj@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.